that you can count on, then it's got to be on this dial. And yes, it is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And we say this because we've got the bragging right. And guess who gave it to us? That's right, your ear. That's right, you did. 2 minutes gone past the hour of 7 on the AM side. It does feel good to be alive again. And yes, of course, it is a Thursday. It is the 11th day in the month of July 2024. I see the computers right here in front of me, and it just tells me that it's going to be a great day. Are you seeing something in front of you? What you see in front of you in the eyes of your mind is what determines how your day is going to look like, how your life is going to be patterned. So you've got to be careful what you see, right? If you're seeing numbers, you never can tell. It might just be that your bank accounts might just be growing growing higher, right? Well, that's just me saying, by the way, let me greet you in the way that I know how to. Let me say in Nakwana, let me say Ekaro, let me say in Dewonu, or better still, Otutuama, let me say Agife, let me say Olodudu, let me say in my dialect, Amesiere, and finally, Una, good morning. Oh yeah, righty. That's right. Another day, another opportunity, another drama, another talk, a lot of stuff going on in Nigeria. And yes, this is your breakfast show. Yes, it's the pages, but I need to intimate you as to what's going on in our dear country, Nigeria, so you have headwind of what's happening. So the federal government on Wednesday has declared that prices of food items would crash in the next 180 days. All right, that will be leading to January 2025. That's what we're talking now. 180 days. Okay, the way they put these things, why don't you just say January? Why are you saying 180? Just say January. So we know it's okay. You know what? The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, said the measures, which include the suspension of duties, tariffs, and taxes for the importation of certain food commodities through land and sea borders, would bring down prices. We are looking forward to seeing that, Minister. Okay. Well, anyways, the Nigerian Labour Congress has said it would press for 250,000 naira minimum wage during a planned meeting with President Bola Tinubu at the State House, Abuja, on Thursday. Right, that will be today. Right now, the head of public affairs of the NLC, Benson Upa, said Labour would insist on its 250,000 naira proposal during the sessions with the president. All right, so a former acting accountant general of the Federation, Amamakwe Nwabuoku, on Wednesday, that was yesterday, pleaded with Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja to give him more time to conclude the refund of the public funds allegedly looted by him and his co-defendant. Nwabuoku and his co-defendant Felix Nweke are facing 11 counts of money laundering to the tune of 1.6 billion naira. A lot. That is a lot. Now, the Lagos Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court, sitting in Ikeja, has sentenced the 34-year-old businessman Oluwafemi Asekeji to life imprisonment for sexually assaulting his 12-year-old daughter. Did I read that correctly? He assaulted his 12-year-old daughter. Well, this was disclosed in a statement by the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency obtained by our correspondent yesterday. It's demonic, I tell you. All right, but anyways, a woman identified as Precious Yusuf has been arrested by officials of the Nigerian Correctional Service while attempting to smuggle drugs to an inmate at the Kuje Medium Security Custodial Center in Abuja. Don't these guys just have mercy for themselves? You're already in the medium facility right there. You're still looking for hard drugs. The suspect was said to have disguised as a visitor to one of the inmates, but was apprehended during a search by the Correctional Service officials. Yay to y'all. Well done. Keep doing that. Yeah? Correctional facility officials right there. Well done. Right? But let's also bring it to your eardrums or your audiovisual sensation, the fact that no fewer than 2 persons were drowned when a boat carrying some villagers in the Kalgao Kalgoi, Kalgoi community in Oyo local government area of Jigawa State capsized on Sunday. Well, the incident, according to a statement by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, on Wednesday involved 20 persons who were returning from a nearby market in the Gujungu. All right, Gujungu village. Gujungu it is. That's right. Okay, sorry about that now. I just hope that your bodies are being found and y'all are given a befitting burial right there. More to say, but I'll just move away. Now, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has approached the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, to appeal the Federal High Court's judgment that invalidated the primaries that produced Asue Igodalo as its gubernatorial candidate in the forthcoming 2024 governorship election in Edo State. Now, the appellant, PDP that is, in an appeal hinged on 25 grounds, asked the appellate court to set aside the judgment of the lower court delivered on July 4, 2024. Well, somewhere in Borno, let's have you know that the chief whip of the Senate, Aline Dume, APC Borno South, has claimed that President Bola Tinubu is unaware of the current situation outside the presidential villa. Speaking to journalists on Wednesday at the National Assembly complex in Abuja, Dume alleged that the president has been fenced off and caged by certain forces. I don't understand. Certain forces? Is this the Aso Villa or Aso Rock cabal now? I don't get it. What are the certain forces that y'all always talking about every time? And then coming up with this story about the president is unaware. Are you buying that? Well, I don't know. Anyways, it might be true. Now, the battle line was on Wednesday drawn again in Rivers State between Governor Siminalaya Fubira and 27 members of the House of Assembly led by Speaker Martin Zamowale. The governor insisted that the seats of the 27 lawmakers were vacant, recalling that they had ceased to be members of the House since December 13 last year. All right, finally, though, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, may arraign a former Minister of Power, Salim Maman, today for allegedly laundering over... No, sorry, give me a little time. Let me count the spaces. This is too much. All right, okay, all right. 33 billion 804 million 830,593.73 naira. Wow, that's a lot. Maman, who served under the ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, is expected to face a 12-count charge based on offenses he allegedly committed during his tenure between August 2019 and September 2021. Aren't we just going to jump into the front pages right now? Yes, we should. And remember to follow us across social media platforms because we have a strong presence right there on social media. You don't want to miss out on our shed. We have sheds across social media platforms. Talking about the YouTube, you can subscribe at Eagles FM Abuja. On Twitter, X that is, at Eagles FM Abuja. Give us a following on Facebook. Give us a following and a like at Eagles FM Abuja. Get across to TikTok, Instagram for free. That's right. And find us at Eagles FM Abuja. Show some solidarity, love right there. And yes, we will embrace you with engagement. Right, coming back to the front pages right now. Let's bring it to you already. Guardian newspaper, the big story. Abuse, violation of urban planning laws breed homelessness, slums. Page 6 got that one as a big story indeed. And you can see dilapidated houses. You can see houses that have been destroyed and stuff like that. Get on there and you would find that what I say is the entire truth. And now you should get on to page 11. I still got sharp eyes if you ask me. It says higher tariff worsens MDA's electricity backlog, threatens supply. All right, now to this one, just at the belly area of the Guardian newspaper, and SARS hashtag ECOWAS court finds federal government guilty. Right. It's just one guilty, though I had to say 3 times. But now you find that one on page 4 of the Guardian newspaper. Look at the page 30 now. Strange illness kills 12 in Gombe community. Strange, they call it, right? It means that it doesn't have a diagnosis. Strange illness kills 12 in Gombe community. I hope the health personnel right there would do something to that, as well as the Ministry of Health. They should do something about that. Let's untangle this mystery of strange strangeness in Gombe State. Well, quite sad it had to kill 12 people though. But let's get on to page 6 right now. Oh yeah, I said page 6. I was correct. CSOs, others fault Livestock Ministry as NRC resumes cattle transport by rail. Okay, now at the base of the Guardian newspaper, I see this one right now is shrouded in mist. I do not find clear the page number. Oh yeah, page 5 it is. Sharp eyes working. Minister confirms duty-free policy as federal government targets crash in food prices. I see that. Now to page 4. Supreme Court delivers judgment on LG autonomy. Today is the day. So Supreme Court will be delivering judgment on local government autonomy today. And you would find this one still at the base. News page 5 is carrying the story right now. Governors panic as Tinubu meets labor over minimum wage. That's right. And that would be all with the Guardian newspaper this morning, the 11th day in the month of July 2024, beg your pardon. Now let's see the Nation newspaper now. The big story with the Nation newspaper: federal government kicks off food security emergency plan. I love food and anything that concerns food. I love to hear it. All right, federal government is kicking off food security emergency plan. It's got two riders to it. Framework ready within 2 weeks. Another rider to that one. Rice farmers express worries. Alrighty. Express worries. You would find the story continued on page 4. It started actually on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Supreme Court rules today on council autonomy. Page 2, you'd find the story. Reps didn't stop. Some more packed. Page 30 has got that story now. And just above the Nation newspaper banner, you should find this one as I bring it to your audiovisual consciousness. FEC directs SGF to implement varsity lecturers removal from IPPIS. All right, page 4, looking popular and sharp, you would say, with the Nation newspaper. And this one right here, 67,603 TB patients on treatment in Lagos, FCT or your others. Page 20's got that story. Now to page 3, CJN inaugurates Wike's wife, 21 others as appeal court justices. Right now, let's just move away from that one and get down to the base of the Nation newspaper. Ex-power minister Mammon faces 33 billion naira fraud charge, right? And that is that for that. And you should find the story continued on page 4. I told you earlier, page 4 is looking bright and sharp. And at the base, you would find this one more than 2 years after ex-Senate President Wayas' body flown home from UK. Page 30, it's got that story right there, right? And this one right here, you should find it continued on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. Your seats remain vacant, Fibra tells Amowale 24 others, right? And it's got one writer to it. Let me see. Sharp eyes come through now. 7-day ultimatum. All right, 7-day ultimatum of noise making from 7-day ultimatum of noise making. Can you beat that? From delusional. Okay, you know what? That's what it is. Okay, I'll just leave it there. All right, let's just get away from the Nation newspaper right now and bring another daily to you. I see the Vanguard newspaper, and the Vanguard newspaper sees me too. That is, if it got eyes. Well, I see this one just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now. It says oil marketers shut stations in Lagos as panic buying continues. Page 20 to page 8. EFCC witness admits Emefiele's wife not beneficiary of CBN contract. Okay, so what's going on? At some point, y'all will say that you witnesses will come out and say, oh, well, he sent monies to his wife's account. And now another one saying, oh, she's not a beneficiary. What exactly is going on? You want to find out as much as I want to do, right? Get on to page 6 now of the Vanguard newspaper. Still at the apogee, the height, the apex, the peak of the Vanguard newspaper front page. Minimum wage. Tinubu meets organized labor today. And away from page 5, that story that is, let's get you to page 4. Hashtag NSARS protest. ECOWAS court finds federal government guilty of rights violations. All right, so I see this one will regulate price of imported foodstuffs. Page 5, you'd find that story. Federal government is saying that one right there. And it's got a couple of writers to it. The first writer says food prices to crash in 180 days. That will be in January of 2025. Okay, don't think about it. It's January. They're just numbers. Okay, 180 days. All right, and all right. Anyways, we see this one again. It says we can't see president to advise him on food crisis. Ndume is saying that one right there. We cannot see the president to advise him on food crisis, really. And another writer to that big story laments even ministers cannot laments. Even ministers cannot see him. Oh, I see. Ndume still lamenting right there, saying even ministers cannot see the president right there. And this one to a writer to that big story notes Nigerians like Sudanese dying of hunger. Okay. And the last writer to that very big story with the Vanguard newspaper insists children in Northwest malnourished. Okay, you should find it on page 5, but I don't know why y'all give us a picture of tomato. Oh, okay. All right, I'm seeing this one right now. Conflicting court orders, CJN vows to deal with errant judges. Oh, it's about that time. Page 9, you would find the story. Basic education. Nigeria needs 194,876 teachers. 1,107,854 classrooms. UBEC is saying that. Page 9 heralds that story. And let's see. What else are we not taking right now? Okay, for the sport lovers right there. Page 31, it says Paris 2024. Oshola Onumono arrives. Super Falcons Sevilla camp. All right, that's how we say bye-bye to the Vanguard newspaper and usher in Daily Trust newspaper. If you're just tuning in for the first time, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audiovisual radio experience that you can count on. And we are right now looking at the front pages of Nigerian newspapers and bringing it into your audiovisual consciousness. If you're watching outside the shores of Nigeria, well done, kudos to you. If you're domiciled in Nigeria and doing the same, well done, kudos to you. Let's keep the flag flying, right? Okay, now looking at the big story on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper, bread beyond reach. Citizens lament. All right, it's got 3 writers to it. Bakery shut down due to rising cost of production. Another writer, Nigerians seek relatively cheaper foods. And the last writer to that big story, government must act now. Master bakers are saying that one. That story is found on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Yummy. These bread that I see, they look well arranged and they're calling out to me, but no, don't worry. This temptation will pass, okay? All right, that's on a lighter note. But let's get on still with the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper right there and bring it to your eardrums. Well, I see this one too. It should be on page 5. Thugs, residents clash in Rano over Sanusi's emissary. And this one should be on page 10, I want to believe. Borno government reintegrates 8,490 repentant Boko Haram members. Borno government reintegrates 8,490 repentant Boko Haram members. Might not be so bad, right? Okay, now I should bring this one to you now. Conflicting court orders. CJN vows to deal with errant judges. Page 3 should have that story. Samoa report. Federal government to awaits position of media ombudsman. You should find that one on page 6 right there of the Daily Trust newspaper. To page 929, NEC reels out new sanctions for discos. And to this one should be page, let me see that, page, okay, I think it should be page 6 now. Women minister reps in shouting match over alleged diversion of 1.5 billion naira. When it comes to monies that have been diverted or looted and all that, you hear shouts, you hear off the mic, you hear different slangs that would follow through. We just await what is going to be this one. It's going to be no shout for me. Don't shout at me. Please don't shout. Anyways, let's see how that comes out though. And of course, when necessary, you already know, we always bring it to you and we get a conversation out of it. But have y'all noticed how that we're having, quite a number of revelations about monies that have been stored out, kept at a forgotten state, monies that have been identified by the ICPC, 100 million naira in somebody's account number said is meant for Wi-Fi provision, and quite a number of monies, revelations here and there coming out. But Nigerians are beginning to be worried that as much as that is being revealed, we want to also know where the end leads, so it doesn't be another issue of Boyz II Men saying, although we've come to the end of the road, so what next? Tinubu has been fenced off by forces. Ndume is saying that one right there loudly and clearly. Page 19 is carrying that one. Daily Trust newspaper it is. And with that, we move away from the Daily Trust newspaper right there and bring to you the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper, just to the side of it, ex-accountant general begs for time to refund looted funds. Page 28 has got that story. Now, at the height, the apogee, the very zenith of the Punch newspaper banner now, Labour meets Tinubu insist on 250,000 naira minimum wage. Now to page 28 as well, looking popular if you ask me. Local government funds, Supreme Court decides federal government suit against governors today. And we see this one now on page 14. Reps panel quizzes minister alleges 1.5 billion naira diversion. And the big story on the front page of the Punch newspaper, federal government projects massive food price crash January. All right, page 2, you would find that story. It's got 2 writers to it, by the way. New measures will address high food costs, says Agriculture Minister. A second writer to that big story. Imported food commodities will be subjected to recommended retail price. Federal government is saying that right there. Now let's get to the very base of the Punch newspaper right now. Tinubu swears in 8 permanent secretaries. Page, not sure what it is now, it's very blurred. So I'm not sure what page it is. Oh, I think I see it. Page 18. Right, sharp eyes coming through. Okay, has got that story. And now taking you to page 19. All right, conflicting orders, embarrassing, erring judges risk sanction. CJN is saying that. And this one says, businessman bags life jail for raping daughter in Lagos. Businessman, they call him. All right, that should be on page 8. And the last one that I should be taking right now on page 19, looking popular if you ask me. 12 states allocations rise by 40% as FAAC FAC hits 4.5 trillion naira. I see. Right. Away from the Punch newspaper now, let's bring the Nigerian Tribune newspaper to you. And then, of course, we will head off to getting to hear from you expressly. Right. Now, the big story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, NSARS, ECOWAS court finds federal government guilty of rights violation. All right. Page 12 has got that story. And to this one here, National Assembly suspends plenary. Tinubu, Makinde mourn as Oyo Rep member dies at 51. So rest in peace. Page 5, you would find that story. To the other side of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, that's talking about from my right hand side, you would see food insecurity. Tinubu is trapped in the villa. Ndume alleges. Food insecurity. Tinubu is trapped in the villa. Ndume alleges. All right, please, somebody should untrap our president right there. Take him out of that trap already, please. All right, you should find the story on pages 4 and 16 just to see how serious the story is. Right, it's got a couple of writers to it though. Let's get into it. It says president not aware of grim realities in the country. Wow. Okay, that's what it is. I'm just saying. Okay. And a second writer says federal government rolls out measures to crash food prices in 180 days. You should find that story. Pages 4 and 16 heralds it. Now to page 16. Now it's looking popular. You're asking me? I'm saying it. Alleged diversion of 1.5 billion naira. Minister in shouting match with reps committee. Shout, 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 shout. Hey, hey, hey. No, I didn't know. Were you there? I was not there. You were there. Stuff like that. Anyways, at the very base of it now, you would find this one. Local government autonomy. Supreme Court delivers judgments today. Page 16. Wow, it's really looking popular. Now let's bring this one to you from page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. PDP NWC suspends Dan Orbi. Page 4. Page 24 now. 45.7 billion naira UBE fund unaccessed by states. UBEC is saying that unaccessed by states. All right, page 24. Revelations coming up right there. And some would say we are still at the pre-Genesis level, but we already seen revelations coming through. But anyways, National Assembly suspends plenary. Tinubu Makinde mourn as Oyo Rep member dies at 51. All right, I took that before. I'm taking it again for reiteration purpose. Now, just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now, I see this one on page 7. It sees me too, I'm sure. It says, a journalist from Nigeria wins International Journalism Award. We should give it to us. If you don't celebrate us, we will celebrate ourselves like the lizard that jumped from a story building right there and nods his head in acceptance of his great feat. Now, I see this one now on page 7. It says, Odua's investment commends advisory council on defined project. And, certain governor of in Nigeria is awarded as Oshun bags award as Oshun emerges first in Nelfon's process. All right, page 5 should carry that story right there. And yeah, this is where we are pulling the plugs from the front pages of the newspapers. Now we are putting the plug in to your very vast, IQ, intellectual quotient right there, so that you can also have that conversation with me. The studio number would be 0907-353-0044. The other number is 0908-766-8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. These are the numbers to call. Remember, 1 minute 30 seconds, okay? And of course, go straight to the point. Don't attack personality. Address the issue and let's get it off the way. All right? That's what it is. And please keep it short and simple. Keep it short and simple. Keep it short and simple. Taking this one now. Hello and good morning. Hello? All right, that could be a miss right there. Do well to call back. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Yudi.
Good morning to you, Moses.
Right this morning. How was the night?
Lovely, Moses. I'm trusting you had a good night rest too yourself.
Yes, God bless you.
That's right, bless you more. Let's dig into it.
Kudos to the journalists for that award.
Right.
It's a big one.
All right, it's a big one. It's a big one. I like it.
All the journalists, congratulations
right.
for that award.
Sure.
Yes, the issue of president is not aware of the situation because he was caged with some cadavers written by Mudume. Why should they? I think the president is active. We believe and we are looking for him to be active. One thing I know is that during campaign, you see them going down to the grassroots. I believe that they should come out and they begin to see things by themselves, not to be caged by some people that will give them information without seeing the reality.
Right.
On the ground. I think that will be because some of these people cage around this person. They are looking for their own too. Yeah, they are looking for that. So they are not telling him the reality of what is on the ground.
Right.
180 days, price of food will crash down. We should go beyond news. We want to see the reality. We are tired of news, tired of listening to news. Let's see the reality. Let's see the action. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Moses, for that one. We want to see the action. We want to see the outcome. And Moses is saying something pertinent. Could it be indeed that the president is unaware, right? Maybe that's why, right? And it seems as though he doesn't really know what's going on, right? Hello and good morning.
Hello, morning, my brother.
Good morning to
Kennedy.
you. King K.
Thank you very much.
That's right. Well, right. Welcome, King K. Talk to me.
I just want to speak. I want to speak on two things. The most importantly, you say something, you read something that says repented Boko Haram,
in Borno State. Borno State, yes.
Yes,
Borno.
Thank you. Who preached to them? Who converted them? And who assessed them to know that they have repented? These are people who cause pains to Nigeria. I'm saying this with no regret. Each time I hear repented Boko Haram, there are certain things that comes into my mind because I've never seen them adding positivity or being positive in the progress of Nigeria. Most of them, after being released, we see them going back to the crime. And it hurts a lot because there is one man who some senators came together, went to the federal government, to the federal government, pleaded for his release, yet nothing has been done. Could it be that people preached to Nnamdi Kanu and he refused to be born again?
Right.
That up till now, even when court granted him bail, he's still there.
Court granted him bail? Granted him bail?
No. Sorry, they granted his release, right?
Granted his release? I'm not sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You are not
I'm
sure?
not sure. There's nothing like that. Let's not spread that. But anyways, let's just go straight to it.
Let's assume he's there. And then some senators came and pleaded on his behalf. That one, I hope you are sure.
Yes, they did, of course. We are sure about that.
So could it be that they preached to him and he refused to be born again? That is why he's still there? That's just on it. And now kudos to one of the judges ahead. A man defied his daughter and then he was jailed for life. That's very good. There are certain things that when you hear them, you begin to ask yourself, is this man normal?
Right.
So I applaud that judge for that judgment, and then he should be there, and then this should serve as a deterrent to others.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kincaid, for that one.
Positive thinking Nigeria.
That's right. Every positive thinking Nigeria right there. You heard it, Kincaid, showering blessings on you. Keep the calls coming through. Let's know your reaction. What is going on the front page of Nigerian newspapers? We already brought it to you. And you want to give your 2 cents to which of these headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, begs for your reaction? Well, you've got the opportunity now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Who's that Dan? How are you? My
I'm
name
fine,
is
fine,
Good
baby.
morning to you. Say this funny. How's
That's
it
right.
going?
Lovely.
God bless you.
Bless you
I
more,
greet
baby.
everybody, our caller, a man of much resource, and it's God will bless you. See, I get what I want to talk to.
Yeah.
Something baffles me yesterday.
Okay.
Please, our president listen for us now. I want to say something. We were with the same market. Why are we doing ourselves like this? Udan, I go market, go buy from day before yesterday. For me to go and buy yesterday again, the same shop where I see from, not to say go market, so go buy yamo. They say 2,000 naira for Mudu. Why are we doing ourselves like this?
Mudu of waiting.
And they tell you,
Mudu of waiting.
flour.
Okay, flour. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
They increase our overnight. Why are we behaving like this before we even they talk to president? May we first of all talk to ourselves.
Bibi, wait.
Sir?
Bibi, how much a Bibi for?
Now 1,900.
19.
Yes, 19.
Now 2,000.
I buy day before yesterday. Now I take this box as she be say bread. I say so. Make with the better people life. I do and first you survive. For if you see boss where me I cut 100 naira, people even the Russia. You know it rich. I still go yesterday. I say so. May I take the better people life. Like the person, the same shop where I buy just increase it. Don't be saying, why are we doing like this? We are blaming our people. These people market seller, they are happy. And this is happening. I'm telling you the truth.
Right.
You know that always they blame president. Why are we wicked ourselves like this? Why are we wicked like this? And they say, as they say, me and they say. If I know they go to the market, I will say I know they go. Why are we wicked ourselves? Why are we wicked ourselves? Where will they carry this money they go?
Right.
I'm not going to help anybody. Maybe we first of all talk to ourselves. Wow, go to the market, go to where you banana and you sit there for shop. They go even the food. Please, may our president, all these people when they are poor, when they check people market, when they go to the market, wait to see before we talk. Please, may our president carry for a conda. I tell you, say please, they carry for a conda. Then we see woman will go increase the market overnight.
Okay.
You don't know the serve God again. You don't know Christian again. You don't know Muslim. Everybody is deep or nobody can talk to them. Please talk to these people. Talk to market people.
All right,
It's annoying.
Understood.
Yeah, they said this market. That's why they talk.
Yeah,
I know what they can do.
I get that. All right, BB blessing right there. You see it. They say, waiting man do man. Waiting woman do woman. Now waiting all we Nigerians do ourselves. What are we doing to ourselves? It's crazy. Like really crazy. What are we doing to ourselves? BB has said it all. I don't have to add my voice on that one. But I mean, we will all see how this is going, right? If the president is trying his effort and every other agency are trying their best, understood that there might be corruption issues here and there and all of that, some of those bad eggs, bad bloods and everything. Yes, we believe that we have a judiciary that would fish these guys out and put them behind bars because we keep talking about it. We will not stop talking about it, and we're seeing it on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. Right? But we understand all of that. But if we keep, you and I, keep, pressuring, the market system, pressuring ourselves right there, pushing people to the place of depression right there, I don't know. You want to leave in Nigeria all by yourself, where you're the only person, the only Jagaban leaving? Okay. Let's see how that pans out, right? Okay. But anyways, BB, thank you. Far too kind. Calm down. Cool temper. Okay. Just calm down just a little bit. Okay. All right. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Barrister Hassan, is that you?
My name is Mr. John.
Mr. John, where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from Kaduna, sir.
Kaduna Road, Mr. John. All right, let's get into it straightly.
You see what BB Blessing said?
Yes, please.
That is the truth. That is the truth. That is what we are passing every blessed day.
Wow.
That is the truth. That are no any. That is the truth. If you go today and buy something, you want to come in the evidence time, you will increase, and that person will not go market you. You will, if you answer why they just call me and say what we buy last week now they have already increased price. That is the truth. So we have to get full price control. We have to do that. We have to do it. Just in Nigeria, they get full price control, but Nigeria we doesn't have that. Tunumbu have to Tunumbu as well. We are in problem. I understand.
Yeah.
We are in problem. Nigeria masses are a problem. In this government, we are regretting it. Bye-bye, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Mr. John. You know what? It can be really depressing, I tell you. Just give me a moment, okay? Okay. All right. All right, so that's what it is. Okay, I had to take a deep breath. Right, taking this call now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. God bless you.
Bless you more, Elder Onaja.
Elder Onaja is my name.
Welcome aboard. Good morning, thank you so much. You'll hear.
Alessi, Kanya, and then Abubakar, and then Suleiman, original plan man, my guy today.
Right.
You see, there's easy way for government to do this, but there is to do it. You see, that 100 and something days for us to wait. Just a waste of time. Let me tell Nigeria, during Chegari, there's a food crisis in Nigeria here. And then Chegari appointed Minister of Transport, Moro Diko. He started importing food to the country. And then he put price control, everything come down. If the government did not do that, government tell people to go and import food that they have, remove the tariffs in for food. And now, if the Danoja will go and buy a naira, 1,600 naira, to go and buy something in dollar, come back to this country, how much do you think I will sell it? So if food price can never come down, the easy way where the government is supposed to do, follow the system of Chegari, appoint a minister, appoint a department, give them the dollar to go and buy food. And then immediately the food will enter this country, the food price control, everything will come down. Without that, all what they are dragging us for nothing. Nothing will come down. Nobody can use a dollar to go and buy something. And then when the price to come down, it's not possible. And then those market people, if you go to the shop, some people will call Onitsha, some people will call Edo State, some people will call Lagos to know the price in Lagos today. If they say the price has go up, they will see. That's what they are doing to us. So if the government wants this to solve, we only advise the government. We don't force government. We don't criticize government if they can listen to us. Now, bring the dollar out, install this thing, and put price control. Within 2 months, this everything will come down. Very simple.
All right,
Thank
Elder.
you very much. God
Thank you
bless
so
Nigeria.
much, Elder.
Thank you.
Yeah, God bless Nigeria right there. Well, the body responsible for price control in Nigeria, well, it could be shared amongst two, basically. The Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment, specifically the Department of Price Control, also has a job to play in that regard. The National Orientation Agency, too, should also play some, a duty a role in sensitizing consumers, sensitizing producers on the importance of price control. In fact, education is very key. The public needs to know, some, education on the essentials of, price control for goods and services. Collaboration with agencies to monitor and enforce price control measures is another thing. And then to ensure that price can be controlled, the president can appoint a price control board to regulate prices. Well, I'm just saying, though, direct the Ministry of Trade and Investment to implement price control measures, issue executive orders to regulate prices, encourage local production to reduce reliance on imports. I mean, there's a lot. There's a place of monitoring, there's a place of engaging with stakeholders and all of that. But another thing Nigerians are asking right there is where is the place of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, right? Which was established, in 2018 to, among other things, promote competition and protect consumers from unfair and abusive price practices, including price exploitation. Where is the FCCPC? Y'all are just an agency collecting money and all of that. What are you doing, FCCPC? Right? That's the thing. We need to start calling these guys out now. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, man.
Yes, good morning to you. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, Dr. Lajide.
Dr. Lajide, yeah, your voice just a little bit rusty there.
Thank you so much.
Please be fine, okay?
There is question I always ask. Who will please us as a nation? Who will please Nigeria?
Right.
The government says there will be massive import of food, then there will be no import duty on meat. And then we are still complaining. Mr. Odrak, if they are to import food now, you see now, it's like we are, if you have to go to Lagos to bring food from Lagos to Abuja, will it not take you 2 or 3 days? Not to talk of bringing meat outside the shores of Nigeria. I think sometimes I don't know how I feel when we, the citizens, sometimes bash our government, bash. At least it will take maximum of 3 months for ship to move either from any of the European countries to Nigeria. If we are to import food, it's not a true stone that, okay, go there, go and bring it, start sharing for people.
Right.
That is why when we speak here, we always anchor that everything deserves patience. We have to be patient.
Okay.
And if we lack patience, definitely we'll be moving from fire to fire. Now, let me tell you, a friend of mine came from Adric yesterday. He came with brand new yam. And I said, I should come and see the way they are loading meat from Ekiti to Lagos to Ibadan. I said, what? But it seems like that they say farmer cannot go to farm. Where do they get these yams? And people are saying that by January, food will have come back from farm. And that's okay. And we now contradicting ourselves when we say farmer could not go to farm. Was that one plant inside on top of roof?
All right, Dr. Olajide, for want of time, so that we can just let every other person. You're saying that,
what we need is patience.
Patience, okay. Get that. All right, thank you so much, Doctor. Appreciate that one. Doctor saying you and I need patience right about now. It takes a process.
I pray for Nigeria. Our name will not start to patience in our life. So
all right. Bibi, let's allow other family members to have a conversation. Understood your point right there. Hello and good morning. Oh, please. Hello. Okay, no, let's not do that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, please.
God bless Ego Essence.
Let's bless you more.
I want to contribute.
What's your name? Where are you calling
from? My name is Abdul, calling from Suleja, Niger State.
Feels good. Let's get into it.
I want to contribute on this local government chairman autonomy that the judgment will be passed today. I'm praying where I am now that it will be in favor of the local government chairman.
Okay.
Because you can see a lot of local government chairmen in Nigeria, they have the mind to do many projects, but there's no money for them. Anything the governor allocate to them, That's what they use. By the end of the day, you see that they cannot do projects.
Right.
So I pray the judgment should be in the favor of the local government chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate.
God bless Eagle FM.
God bless you more, man. Right. Thank you so much. It says, I pray. He's putting his hands together right there. I can almost imagine him, putting his hands together, or in whatever position it is that he loves to pray. I pray that this judgment by the Supreme Court, that it will go in favor of the local government autonomy. All right, let's get onto the WhatsApp portal right now. Bring it to your eardrums as quickly as we can, should we have time, after also servicing our family members right there via the WhatsApp portal. We will get back to the voice call, which of course the phone lines still buzzing heavily. I see these messages. Let's get into it. Good morning, my brother Obong Udwak Daniel. Good morning to you. This is Samuel from Kuje. Samuel, welcome aboard. Says, congratulations and welcome to another great day. For how long will this minimum wage last? I ask this question because when it comes to approving allowances and other money for the legislatures, it will not linger like this. Why is it that the matters that concerns the masses is of no importance to our present day leaders, but when it concerns them, they will treat it with utmost importance? Oh God, please remember Nigeria in your good plans. In Jesus' name, amen. He says, have a fulfilled day. Thank you. You too, my brother. And see this one now. When banditry is a serious business in the north, it seems I am just wailing. Over 8,000 repentant Boko Haram terrorists released again into the society. I have said it before. Anything that you cannot imagine anywhere in the world happens here in Nigeria. Chinonso from Suleja, right there. Chinonso, that's your thought. All right. Thank you for that one. Good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. Bright Mez from Airport Road. He says, please help the general public to interpret these court orders on Nnamdi Kanu, since you said court never released him, as not to mislead your listener. Take a look. All right. You are saying that April 25, 2017, the Federal High Court in Abuja granted Nnamdi Kanu bail on health grounds after spending 18 months in detention. Okay. Up to October 13, 2022, the Court of Appeal quashed the remaining 7-count order and ordered Kanu's release. Okay. October 28, 2022, the Appeal Court in Abuja granted a stay of execution on its verdict, discharging Kanu after the federal government filed an appeal at the Supreme Court. All right. No problem. I get that. Thank you, family member Brightmez, for that one. It says, so make your research. Okay. No problem. We'll get into it. First of all, let me clarify. I'm not a lawyer. Right? I might just know a pinch of every little thing, right? And I think I will get a lawyer to do justice to that one. But then again, I will do that research. Thank you for that one, pointing me in the right direction, or in your direction. I will go every direction just to ensure that we get the correct, thoughts on these issues. Well, I see this one now from who is this? Okay, I'm not seeing your name, so I cannot take this one. You might as well want to add your name to the message. You know that I'm talking to you, so get on, look at the message, and you will see that your name is not there. All right, so I see this one. It says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you. This is James from Suleja. James, welcome aboard. It's laughable when these government officials just come out to talk like everything is a wishbone. The government won't be the ones importing these items. Massive importation is going to be done by the same persons who have been importing. The only difference is that they won't have to pay the duty involved. Before coming out to make these pronouncements, has the government done the needful by having these conversations with these importers so that there is proper framework? And then at the end of the period, what happened to pricing? Alrighty. Okay. It says, what happened to pricing in the end? Well, I see a message right there coming from yet another family member, Comrade Olobasi from Buhari, Abuja right there. He says, good morning, Abong Udwak Daniel. Good morning to you too. In Nigeria, the politicians are placing their wives and children in strategic positions in the judiciary to help them out in courts when the need arises. Down the memory lane, Nigerians have not forgotten how ex-governor Peter Odili of Rivers State was saved by his wife, Justice Mary Odili, who is now a retired judge of Supreme Court. Also, some few months ago, a senator was boasting of how his wife, who is now a retired president of the Court of Appeal, helped his colleagues to win election cases. And now the wife of a prominent politician who doubles as FCT minister, has been elevated to become a judge in the same court of appeal in the land. Nigeria, we hail thee. All right, I see that from you. Thank you. Let's now jump into the voice messages right there, and as well bring it to general public notice. I see this one, and it is coming from Usman Daura. Right, let's get a connection already so that we would not be found wanting in any way of its kind. Well, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, in case you're just tuning in and you're asking, why is the heat right here? Well, the heat is right here because this is that radio station that we don't just call ourselves, we don't pride ourselves around as a radio station. We are an institution. Well, connection is gotten, and let's jump into it. Usman Daura is the next voice.
Good morning, Mr. Udwak. Usman Daura is my name.
Right, good morning, Usman Daura.
Let me comment on the comment by the Senator Ali Ndume that the president cannot be accessed. Again, the cabals at work. Who are these cabals that are not allowing the serving minister or ministers to see our president? National Assembly members don't have access to the president. What a country. What is happening in this country, Mr. Udwak? What has the president turned into? Any person that is there, you say cabals. Does that mean President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a democrat, according to you people, has not learned anything from the previous government? We're still talking about cabals in this century. Cabals, people are suffering. Look at the poverty, unemployment, collapsed economy, insecurity, here and there, name it, maladministration, and still the president cannot be accessed. People cannot access him to tell him what is happening in the country. Has been caged by the so-called cabals in this country. Cabals. I am calling on the Labour to insist on the 250,000 minimum wage because the government has money. Despite all we have been saying, the president went ahead to create a Ministry of Livestock and Development. Labour insist on that amount, please and please. Don't ever back out. This government must pay 250,000 minimum wage. Bye.
All right, thank you, Usman Daura, for that one. I appreciate your thoughts on that. Let's get on to yet another, coming from Selassie.
Good morning to Udwak Daniel. Mesere, Ajife, Otutoma. I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station. I greet Ochanya, I greet Bibi Blessing, and I greet Talatu. I greet Usman Daura. I want to commend the local government autonomy. I hope they will rule in favor of the local government for them to have their own autonomy. Food prices crashed by January. Everybody knows that. Even as from September, October, the food prices will crash because most of the food being provided, the little one that people were able to farm, will crash down. You can imagine if there's security. Most of this food being consumed in this country is being provided by these local farmers. And these local farmers have been chased from their ancestral home by this bandit. But even at that, for people somewhere from like Kogi, Edo, and other places, and Southwest, the food will come in and automatically the food price will crash. We want to see how government will sustain this. Everybody know, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that the food price will crash by this time. Borno government integrate over 8,490 repented Boko Haram. What have the government do to the victim? What have the government done to the victims of these criminals? It pains me when I heard of this integrating this criminal to the society. It's so painful. Thank you.
Right, Selassie right there. When I hear these things, it really hurts me, it pains me a lot, he says. All right, let's get on to yet another right now. Thank you, Selassie, for that one, by the way. And let's go get it.
Good morning, Mr. Udwak Daniel. My name is Aya from Suleja.
Yeah.
Tinubu first as Asorok, even ministers cannot access him, doesn't know the high prices in Nigeria, says Senator Ali Ndume. I don't want to believe this statement, probably the senator over-exaggerated the whole thing. But one thing I know about Ali Ndume is one young senator that does not fear to air his views. He does not care whether he's in the Blackwood or Mr. President, he says the way it is. But I hope if it is true, the president will come to realize his mistake and come out of this fence and listen to Nigerians and do the right thing. Supreme Court to deliver judgment on the local government autonomy today. I pray and I hope the Supreme Court will sing the souls of the local government because the governors have rendered them useless, they've rendered them redundant, they are not doing anything. No chairman of any local government embark on any meaningful project at the local level because the money given to them is not even enough to pay salaries and for them to measure their own a little bit. So, please, I'm begging the Supreme Court to do the right thing. Food prices will crash in 180 days. I hope the federal government know what they are doing. It's not about coming to out to tell us so that Ali will be happy because they've been telling us the refinery will work. The refinery will work. Up to this one, we've not seen the refinery work. But this one, I don't think they've put any measure in place because the farmers cannot go to the farm because of headers and banditry. But I hope this one will come to this so that everybody can enjoy. Thanks for having us.
All right, thank you for that one there. Appreciate that one from you. Now let's get on to yet another. We will take them as they come.
I celebrate you, the man with the golden voice.
Yes.
Good morning to you. Good morning to listeners. Good morning to our callers. Good morning to Nigeria. My name is Triple D from Waru. I want to comment on the issue of 100 days price of goods and other things. We see changes. What happened now? The statement they are making now is not different from the other ones they made. We'll see this change. We'll see this change. And by now we have not seen anything, and they are telling us another one. Well, we are people of hope. We'll wait to see. On Ndume, they don't have access to Mr. President. When the issue of SUV come about, were there any statement they don't have access to Mr. President? When anything is coming for their own good, they don't mention any obstacle But once anything comes in Nigeria, they are telling Nigerians, go to the red chamber that we elected you to be there. Tell us, open up everything for us, not for you to go in a private and tell us you don't have access to Mr. President. It is just a political statement. We are on the way to get it right by the grace of God. And Nigeria will get it right one day. God bless Nigeria. Triple D from Waru.
All right, Triple D, thank you. Nigeria will get it right, you say. Let's get on to this one now.
Ojako, good morning.
Good morning
Anthony Witness. Right now I'm within Kuba Expressway.
Right.
The issue of I just want to say Nigerians should be patient, but I think Nigerians are tired of being patient.
Right.
Like Bibi Blessing I said, maybe their name is patience. They have been patient right from Babangida to all of them, patient until now. And experience is the best teacher. So nobody should ask them to be patient, but let them just be looking and see how it will work out. And then finally, local government judgment is expected today. We pray that local government will have upper hand. At the same time, we will need to pray that local government chairmen will not be like the Nigerian politicians. So look at subsidy that has been removed, that Nigeria will be better. After removal of subsidy, you can see our life now. So we should not sing that song seriously, that local government will have their independence, and then when they do, there will be money to attend to local governments. Nobody, I'm not optimistic about that, but apart from that, I'm still praying that they should have their way. Thank you and have a good day.
Right, thank you so much for that one, though. Appreciate that one from you. Okay, so let's look at something that Bright Mares made a statement right there, and Bright Mares, it is very necessary and poignant to bring it to your eardrums or our eardrums, because I know that we are a family. The fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been released on bail. I mean, several courts has even done that. Now, he was arrested in 2015 and charged with treasonable felony, among other offenses. He was granted bail in 2017, but was rearrested in 2021. Now, why was he rearrested? If I give you bail, I'm not saying you're set free, right? And I'm sure you have that understanding, right? Now, if I'm also giving you bail, I'm saying, okay, you also you'll make yourself, you present yourself, to the courts, the police. I don't know how that goes, but you just have to be in this country, right? I want to be seeing you while I'm still running my investigations and all of that. Well, that being established, while he was still given that bail, are you aware that in 2019 that bail was indeed revoked? Are you aware? He failed to appear in court, leading to his rearrest in 2021. That bail was revoked. So yeah, there's no bail. Sorry, there was a bail, but then it was revoked because he jumped. He jumped appearance. He bailed. He bailed. He was given bail, but he bailed out. All right, so please don't mistake it. Don't mistake it. Well, the trial is still ongoing, and the court has not yet delivered a verdict. I would appreciate it if we allowed the court do their job. Whether or not, we understand again that some persons have come out to saying that, his continued detention is a matter of trampling on his freedom of liberty, right? Well, that is still going on. Let the courts do the needful. Or better still, you can get a wig and wear it and become a lawyer and then go do the needful. Do what you have to do to ensure his release. But I know that quite a number of governors in Nigeria, not just from the southeast, right? Even from the northern region, are also calling for his release. Wait for the court. Patience. Let's have patience, okay? I would say that, right? I'm not saying this in a way to tease you or what. I'm just saying that, look, can we just be a little bit patient and see how things work out, right? Please, let's just be patient. It's a dicey one, I know, but I've got information that you probably don't know, and I just served it to you right about now, right? But then it is a case and a matter that we need to get one who is within the confines or the ambits of the law, talking about a lawyer, a son, or anyone who has indeed gone through the process of the law school and, to really interpret these things, clearly for us and bring out the intricacies that may be involved in this issues. But I want to say a big thank you to you. And yes, we continue to sensitize the government, sensitize our leaders, give them orientation, because I don't know what the NOA is doing actually. They are